What's up, family? Welcome to Positive Power Double XI, J. Royce Films. I'm Jerry Royce Live, and you're watching The Red Room with Shay Samuels, right here on Music Vision Television. That's right, MVTV-21.com. It's going to be awesome, y'all. So please share this file. It's going to be awesome. You know what's going to be? It's going to be lit.
Hello, and welcome to the Red Room. I am your host, Shay Samuels, and as always, we want to welcome you. Thank you. I want you to stop for a second, invite a friend, and invite a friend, because it's about to go down. Look, today we are going international. I'm telling you, the pandemic has opened up so many doors for us to meet so many great people. And I'm thankful because, I just did an event, and the event was called the Plandemic. And so I believe that this is God's plan for all of us to be able to meet and greet, even internationally. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce my guest today. He is none other than See, that's S-E-E. He's none other than See, international recording artist, doing some amazing things out there internationally. And we had to bring him to the U.S. by video, virtually, so that you can meet him and hear more about what he has going on, and to do what we always do, provide you with an amazing topic that's going to bless you today. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my guest, Mr. See. Are you in the building?
Oh, yes. Hello. I am so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me over here on the show. It's good to be in America when I'm in Rwanda right now.
I love it. See, this is how I told you, it's a pandemic. Regardless of what the pandemic tried to bring, the plan is for us to really get a chance to intertwine with one another, meet one another. And we would have never been able to do this, especially if we were trying to fly overseas. So God's made it possible for us to just do what we do best, and that is to connect and to network. So because you are in America and we are watching you and that beautiful smile of yours, that big old joyful smile of yours, tell America who you are.
Yes. My original name is Patrick Cyuzuzo, as Cyuzuzo. Cyuzuzo, that's a Rwandan name. And it's a name actually given to mostly the last borns over here in Rwanda. Rwanda is located in East Africa. And, I'm just a gospel music artist, and I also do inspirational music. I'm fusing different styles, bringing Afro, bringing trap, bringing, all these types of styles to just bring out the gospel. And, I'm so passionate about just sharing the gospel to the youth around the world, because in such a generation today, I feel like the youth need Christ more than ever. And it's not only the youth, but everyone. So that's what I'm up to with all my music and my songs, bringing courage, bringing hope, and bringing resurgence in the lives of people around the world.
Yes, and I love that you said that, because you have a target. And yes, the whole world needs to know the gospel. The whole world needs inspiration. The whole world needs hope, especially now. There's so much happening, but I love that you said, I'm using my music to bring hope to my generation. You're saying I'm bringing music and I'm creating music of all kinds, genres. You said trap. You said gospel, you said inspirational, and I believe that you're going to be set out to touch a number of people because of that. You weren't afraid to go outside the box. So let me ask you that. How hard was it for you knowing that the gospel world can be so restricted? It can be so in the box. You had to be bold enough to say, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to create what I want my music to look like, because I have a specific target that I want to touch. How hard was that for you to actually just tap into that and to move with it?
Actually, growing up, I grew up in a Christian community. And I was in a kids choir that actually toured around the US a couple of times. And so entering the rhyme of gospel and just doing the things I do through the gospel music. It was a hard choice at first, because although I grew up as a Christian, there's a way that people will always discourage you and tell you that if you're doing gospel, I mean, there's no living, you won't earn any money, nothing is in it, you literally suffer and suffer, but everything I did was empowered by the fact that I could change so many lives through the word of life, and just having that in my mind itself was like, okay, all right, I can decide to do secular music and just sing all the types of music I could just to make people have fun. But I can also decide to give people music of life. So I definitely decided, I'm like, all right, you know what? It's going to be a hard one, can be a hard journey, but I'm going to do this because many lives can be touched and changed through this gospel. So yeah, that's what is keeping and pushing me for one more person to just receive Christ a day.
I love it. The one thing that I know, being an artist myself, the one thing I know is that people do make it hard. So if you are someone who listens to music and you get really, music can be a bit of a bondage as well. And so I want to talk about that today because you're an international artist. And again, we're happy to have you over here on the American side. But I want to say this to you because internationally, we see so many videos, especially in Africa, where music brings joy. I can hear something from Africa, a dance, a music, even if it's just kind of like, a drum, and it just makes you want to dance. It makes you, it just brings a level of joy. There's so much more to it that I think that we here in America don't understand. What does music mean to Africa?
Well, music to Africa is joy. That's the whole first thing, because I mean, music brings and just raises this feeling of joy inside that even if you're depressed at a moment, even if you feel like you're so down to the lowest, I mean, you just feel like something is rising and you're like, okay, right, let's do this, let's do this. And apart from the whole style and the groove of music and bringing the dancey part and the joyful part, it mends souls.
Yes.
Music is mending souls and is just bringing healing to the brokenhearted. Every time you feel so depressed and you listen to this song with these powerful lyrics of healing and telling you it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be all right. And you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be good for me.
Yeah. And what I love about international music is that you really don't have to have lyrics to go with the music. I mean, you can just play the music and just dance. The music itself brings joy. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because sometimes I feel that we get so distracted, we get so down, we get so downcasted, we get so depressed. And you know what? I'm known to be called the bumblebee because what's in my heart really does come out of my mouth. So whatever I'm saying, it comes out of my mouth. However I'm feeling, it comes out of my mouth. So what that means is if I'm sad, there's going to be sad songs that come out of me. And when those sad songs come out of me, they're going to hold me bound to whatever it is that I'm feeling. And so music can really be the gateway to healing. So if you're listening today, you're looking today, and you're viewing us today, you're watching this broadcast today, I want you to midst of your troubles, we want you to understand in the midst of your troubles, the right music can break whatever it is that you're going through. If you just put something on that's going to cause you to dance. Listen, even in Philippians, it reminds us to think of things that are true, think of things that are noble, think of things that are kind. So if you actually base your music off of what you're feeling, you've already failed yourself. What do you say about that, C?
You see, I always tell people, music itself is a language.
Yes.
It's a language to the soul. And no matter if I'm listening to the language or not, music will definitely speak to me, and I just bring up all this feeling out of
Yes.
nowhere without even listening to whatever language you are saying. And I'm like, okay, yes, I already feel it. you know.
Yeah.
So internationally, since in Africa and all over the world, it's like music is the unity of human.
Yes. Yes.
It just unites us in a way that even if we meet and we don't speak the same language and you pull music, we are definitely grooving to that.
Here in America, food is the gateway to our soul. So
You
music is really the gateway to the soul. What people don't realize is that in America, like I said, we have our language is food. You give us a great meal, Thanksgiving, we're coming together, we fellowship, we have fun. That's what brings us together. And
Yeah.
internationally, I realize that music is what does that. And so I believe that if we can take some of those international roots, we don't just talk about Africa being a place that we want to go visit because it's her lineage, it's her culture. But if we really tap into the culture, do you believe that we can tap into the culture here in America? See,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
it's amazing how many times I see, even for you, like as soon as you hopped on, you just bought joy.
Oh,
Behind you, I just see you dancing. I just see you dancing in my head. And you
I know.
probably wake up like this. You probably wake up. What I want to do today is encourage the person who is lying in bed right now, the person who is depressed about something that happened in their life, the person who hasn't gotten over the past. I want to encourage the person who said, listen, life is over for me. Whether you are a teenager to an adult, you could be 99 years old saying life is over for me. But I want to encourage you today to actually sit for a second and turn something on that's not just inspirational, but that'll get you moving, that'll get you grooving. For some of
Yeah.
you, it might go back to the 70s. For some of you, it might go back to the 80s. And for some of you, it may go back to the 90s. But whatever it is, Philippians 4 reminds us that we need to think of things that are true, noble, kind, and praiseworthy. And because of that, once you get into the groove, I bet you'll find that you'll start thinking about those things that are true. What's true is that God loves you. What's true is that you have life of purpose. And every single time you wake up, God is giving you another opportunity to live, to create, and to grow. Even when I'm doing dishes, see, I put music on. If I'm cooking dinner, I put music on. I was raised that way. Music can change the
Exactly.
trajectory of your whole day. If you put a great song on in the car, nobody knows that you're listening, what you're listening to. They just see you doing this.
I
Let's talk
know.
about
Yeah,
how
the
contagious.
groove.
Let's talk about how contagious music can be. Bless somebody today with that. How contagious is music?
You see, someone came to visit me this morning here in Africa, in Rwanda. It's in the morning. It's in the evening, in the afternoon, around 3 p.m. now. So someone came to visit me in the morning, and we are discussing, but I feel like it's so boring. I'm like, uh, I'm like, I feel like there's something missing over here.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I just open up my laptop, connect my Bluetooth speaker, and then just play the music. And then I'm like, all right, now we can talk.
Now we can talk. Listen, you could be right smack dab in an argument, and the right song will take all of whatever you're arguing about.
I know, absolutely, absolutely.
But it's amazing to me. International music, and I'm talking more about international music today because we have you on the broadcast, and I want people to experience this international vibe. That's the
Yes,
word that's coming to me. This international vibe. It's not
yes,
just about you being from Africa to America and talking to the Americans. We need to be able to cross communicate our cultures so that we understand again how the pandemic worked. Is it was a plan for us to be able to come together and unify the world. You said this earlier on, music can unify a group of people. So let's
yes.
talk about unification. How is your music unified people?
Well, I remember a few days ago when I started saying, okay, I'm coming back to live performance. You know, somehow, some way, when we're doing this thing of online marketing of music,
Yes.
you know, people are listening from all over, different places. They don't even know each other.
Yes.
Okay. But now in a live event, you do an event. I was just an aspiring artist, and my music, I'm not literally what we could call a celebrity or something. So I'm like, maybe I have like 20 or 30 people listening to the music. So now, now going to this event, people just filled the room.
Yes.
I'm like, where are all these people coming from?
Wow.
All these
Wow.
people are here in one spirit, literally there to just, we are here to listen to see, we are here to listen to his music and the message over here.
Yes.
And, you know, after that, people are chatting, people are talking, people are just sharing, you know,
Yes.
the gospel, and they're just sharing their perspective towards what's going on in the youth today, you
Yes.
know. And you're like, look at how amazing this is, you know.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
one small event, music has united all these people into one place under
Yes.
one roof
Yes.
with a similar purpose and a similar goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like,
And
yeah,
go ahead.
you know, and I'm like, that's how much music can unify
Yes.
people around everywhere
Yeah.
to just one place, you know. And I saw this Indian guy come in also, and I'm like, I've got this guy from Zimbabwe, and I'm like, this guy from Rwanda. I'm like, okay, now
Yes.
this is a whole international room, people from
Yes.
Kenya, Tanzania, all in one room.
Yes. Here's
Yeah.
Here's another thing I love about this is because right now with social distancing, right? The world is telling us we still have to stay 6 feet apart. Pandemic is still alive and well. People are still masked up. And really the world can even, it could separate what could unify us. And so
Yes.
what I love is you said, even in that, here's what I want to encourage someone watching today. You can use music even online. I have had conferences where I just did we have a DJ on our label and I put some music on and I said, I just want people to be able, my mom's 60th birthday party is what I did. I did it virtually. The DJ came on and everybody started dancing. They didn't even want to get off. So here's how you can do this. If you're in the pandemic and you're afraid to actually get around people, get online,
Yes,
open up a
absolutely.
Zoom meeting and make sure that you have something there that's going to cause people to party and for people to get their minds. Music will distract you from the attacks of the enemy. Music will distract you from whatever it is that you're going through. Music will remind you of how good the world can be. Go back to your favorite songs. And now, because of what you've been through, I guarantee you'll be able to hear more of what they're trying to say. There's music out there that really blesses me. There's music in the world right now that can help you when you go through something, but there's also music that when you think about what you heard when you were younger, like for me, it blesses me. But then there's also music, to be honest with you, that I used to love, and I listen to those words and I'm like, I should not be listening to this. There's music that I sang, and here's what music can also do. It causes you to speak things over your life.
Yes.
If you were singing songs of hope, guess what's going to happen without you even knowing? The Bible also says one man plants a seed, another man waters, and God is the nourisher. But as you're singing these songs, even around your children, you are planting seed. And so I want to talk to you because you said something. You said, I do trap music as well. Now, I know trap music to be a little rough. You know, I hear trap, I hear about trap music. How did you bring trap music to the gospel? Talk to us about that, because I want to break the stereotype of, because it said trap, that we won't listen to it. So how did you take trap music and turn it to something that can bring hope?
So you see, listen to trap music and you know, and the groove and, you know, everything about the style of trap. To us, as mostly in Africa, if you come to Rwanda, the youth just listen to trap as something so super fun and you know, just hype and just dance. So now, as a gospel artist, I thought about, all right, the youth are seeing trap as something fun, to a good style to just groove to the music. Okay, let's do this. Let's get that trap style and sorry, let me close this window. Yeah. All right. So, people will be like, so I was like, if the trap style is just super fun, let me
Yes.
do this. Let me get this fun, groovy, dancey style, and now put in the words of life.
Yes. Come
You
on,
know,
see.
Exactly. And if you're dancing and dancing, and now you hear, it's gotta be good for you. And you're like, okay, yes, it's gotta be good for me. It's gotta be okay.
Come on.
No,
Come on,
yes,
see.
and now we just collect together all these two positive vibes together.
I
The positive
absolutely
lyrics,
love
the
it.
positive style.
I want to tell you, that's what professionalism is, though. People don't think about it, but professionalism, creativity, you are seriously walking out your purpose. You are seriously designed to bless the youth in any way, shape, form, or fashion that God gave it to you to bring hope, to bring inspiration, to bring a power of, and I'm using the word authenticity because what you're doing is you're saying, listen, I have so much to offer the world. I'm going to offer it in music. That is my purpose. So with the last couple of minutes that we do have, I want you to encourage someone today about purpose, using music to identify with their purpose.
Right. So wherever you're listening from, you might be listening anywhere around the world. I just want to tell you, music, as in the whole aspect of music, can bring life, can bring hope, and can give you purpose. As you listen to this music, as you listen to these lyrics, the songs telling you about the situations you're daily going through,
Yes.
and the things that are putting you down and down and down. I just want to tell you that every time you listen, someone told me once that when you are happy, it's all about the beat. It's all about the
Yeah.
groove.
Yeah.
But now when you are down, it's about the lyrics.
Come on. That's good.
It's about the words. You listen to the words. Now you start to focus on these words and you're like, I've never actually had the lyrics of this song.
Oh
Now
my
I can
God.
hear it. So
That's
wow.
so
So
good.
I want to tell you that if you listen to music and you understand the whole aspect of the international realm of music, you are going to be inspired and you're going to be changed. And also, you're going to get purpose through all those lyrics and all those words you keep repeating every single day.
Yes. Yes.
And I can't
Yes.
wait to see you get inspired and have purpose through music.
I love it. I love it. Well, we want to thank you so much for coming on the broadcast today. I promise you, I have been blessed. I know that you have been blessed. Internationally, I want
Yes,
you
I
guys to
am.
know that we can bring these cultures and communities together to unify. And I want you guys to get up today, not just because God woke you up, but I want you to get up on the inside of you. Turn a good song on today. Start dancing, listen to the words, and get blessed. Find your purpose in that. Listen, that is our show. We want to thank you, C, for coming on with us today. We want to thank
Thank you
you for
so
your
much.
time. And viewers, we want to say thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you tune into the next episode of The Red One with your host, Shay Samuels. And I want to say, as I always do, be blessed, get out, have fun, live life on purpose. Mwah. We love you.
Let's see.
Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. But Jesus got my back, I ain't gonna fall. I've got Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. But Jesus got my back, I ain't gonna fall. Yeah. I'm telling you about this man who loves me. When I was down, he came and picked me up from the dust, from the ashes, it washed me. Made me white, made me clear to face him. I'm telling you about the victor who won for me, who won for me. From nothing to everything, from nowhere to someone, from no one to someone, from no place to the top. I've got Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. Yeah, Jesus got my back, and I ain't gonna fall. I've got Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. Yeah, Jesus got my back. I ain't gonna fall. With Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. Jesus got my back. I ain't gonna fall. I've got Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. Jesus got my
Sometimes the devil is whispering in my ear, telling me it's all over, telling me I can move out, but I tell him who you think you're talking to is wrong. The old version of me is gone. It is dead. He was crucified with Christ. It's not me living, but it's Christ living in me. Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. If Jesus coming back, I ain't gonna fool. I've got Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. If Jesus coming back, I ain't gonna fool. Jesus on my side, Jesus on my side. If Jesus coming back, I ain't gonna fool. I've got Jesus on my side. On my back, ain't gonna fall there. I've got Jesus on my side. Jesus on my side, yeah. You will scare me, you will scare me. You will scare me, you will scare me. You will scare me, you will scare me. You will scare me, no.
Don't ever and ever be worried of the things you can't control. If you see it coming, let it come. The fight is not yours. All you got to do is to build up your strength in union with the Lord and by means of His mighty power.
You're feeling broken down. The trouble's coming down on you. It's becoming, knocking you down, 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 down. I wanna tell you there's a God for you. He's coming to raise you up right now. The problems, the troubles will all be solved right now. I know you've been passing through these trials, the forest, the hard for you. But I wanna tell you, I wanna tell you, it's gonna be good for you. He promised that when the sun goes down, He'll be there for you. Through the valley of death, through sound of fear. When confusion surrounds you, such strong is God to bear.